Rock bottom is not the end. It's the start of a new rise. You know that moment when everything falls apart, when you feel like the world has slammed the door on you and left you in the dark? That's what we call rock bottom. And in that moment, it feels like the end. But listen carefully, it's not the end. Rock bottom is the place where real comebacks are born. Think about a seed. It gets buried deep in the soil, covered in darkness. To someone watching from the outside, it looks like the end of the seed's story. But that's not true. That's the beginning of its growth. In the same way, when life buries you in pain, disappointment, or failure, it's not burying you. It's planting you. I know it's hard to believe when you're in that pit, when the nights feel endless and your heart feels heavy. But every great rise starts from the lowest point. Champions, leaders, and even ordinary people who found extraordinary strength. All of them had moments when they thought it was over, but they chose to rise. So if you're at rock bottom, remember this: you're standing at the perfect place to push upward. The climb starts here, and your rise will shock the world. Don't give up. Your comeback is waiting. Every storm passes. Nothing lasts forever, not even your pain. When you're in the middle of a storm, it feels like it's never going to end. The sky is dark, the rain is heavy, and all you can think about is how long you'll have to stand in it. But no storm in history has lasted forever. Eventually the clouds clear, the sun comes back, and the world feels alive again. And just like that, your pain won't last forever either. Think about the worst day you've ever had. At the time, it felt unbearable. But you made it through, didn't you? You're still here. That's proof that no matter how bad things get, you have the strength to outlast them. Pain feels permanent in the moment, but it's not. It's just a season, a chapter, not the whole book. Life has a way of moving forward, even when we feel stuck. And one day, you will look back at what you were going through right now and realize it was temporary. You'll see how it changed you, how it made you stronger, and how it shaped the person you're becoming. So hold on, breathe. Don't give up in the middle of the storm. The skies will clear, the light will return, and when it does, you'll realize you were never as weak as you thought. Your storm will pass, and you will rise brighter than before. You've survived every bad day so far. You're stronger than you think. Think about this for a moment. Every single bad day you thought would break you, you've already survived. Every heartbreak, every failure, every sleepless night filled with worry. You've made it through all of them. That means you are much stronger than your mind gives you credit for. Sometimes we underestimate ourselves. We look at our scars and see weakness, but scars are proof of survival. They show that pain tried to break you, but it didn't win. Remember the time you thought, I can't handle this. Yet here you are, still breathing, still fighting, still moving forward. That's not weakness, that's strength. Life will keep throwing challenges at you. That's just how it is. But before you doubt yourself again, remind yourself of this truth. Your track record for surviving hard days is 100%. You haven't lost yet. And if you've come this far, why would you stop now? You are not fragile. You are resilient, stronger than heartbreak, tougher than disappointment, greater than any setback. So the next time life tries to convince you that you're not enough, look back at all the battles you've already won. Then look forward and tell yourself, if I made it through that, I can make it through this. You are stronger than you think. Never forget it. Small steps forward are still progress, even if they feel slow. Have you ever looked at how far you still have to go and felt completely overwhelmed? It is like standing at the bottom of a mountain and staring at the peak. It feels impossible. But here is the truth most people forget. You don't climb a mountain in one giant leap. You climb it step by step. And even the smallest step forward still gets you closer to the top. Maybe today, you only managed to get out of bed when everything in you wanted to give up. That's progress. Maybe you studied for 10 minutes when you couldn't focus. That's progress. Maybe you took one walk, wrote one page, made one call, even if it didn't feel like much. That's still progress. We live in a world that glorifies big wins, fast success, and overnight change. But real growth doesn't look like that. Real growth is slow, steady, and often invisible at first. A single drop of water doesn't look like much, but over time, it can carve through stone. So stop judging yourself for moving slowly. Forward is forward. Progress is progress. Every step counts. One day, when you look back, you'll realize those tiny steps carried you further than you ever imagined. Keep moving, even if it's slow. Because slow progress is still progress, and it's taking you closer to your breakthrough. Hope isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. Waiting for hope to magically appear can feel like sitting in a dark room, wishing for the sun to rise. But here's the truth. Hope isn't something you wait for. Hope is something you create. It starts with the smallest choice, to believe that tomorrow can be better than today. Think about someone learning to walk after falling down. They don't sit on the floor waiting for hope to pick them up. They create hope by trying again, even when it hurts. In the same way, when life knocks you down, you don't need to wait for some miracle to lift you. You create hope by taking action, even in tiny ways. Hope is in the little things, choosing to get up, choosing to try one more time, choosing to see possibility even in the middle of pain. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about refusing to let reality define your future. If you wait for hope, you might wait forever. But if you choose to create it, you'll feel a spark inside you grow into a fire. So don't sit back and wait for life to change. Take one small step, write one plan, try one more time. Because hope isn't found, it's built. And the moment you choose to create it, your future starts to change. Your story isn't over yet. One page doesn't define the whole book. Sometimes life hits you so hard that you start to believe this is it. That one failure, that one heartbreak, that one mistake. It feels like it's the end of your story. But here's the truth. One page does not define the whole book. Think about your favorite movie or novel. There's always a part where the hero struggles, where things look hopeless. If the story ended there, it wouldn't inspire anyone. The power of the story comes from what happens after the struggle, the comeback, the rise, the transformation. And your life works the same way. Maybe you've been through a chapter filled with pain, loss, or regret. But that's not your ending. That's just one page, one moment, one season. You still have chapters left to write. You still have victories waiting, joy waiting, growth waiting. Don't let a single low moment convince you that the entire book is ruined. The best stories are the ones where the character refuses to give up, even when everything seems broken. And right now, you're that character. So turn the page, keep writing, keep living. Your story is bigger than this moment, and the best chapters are still ahead of you. Remember, this isn't your ending. It's just a pause in a much greater story that you're still writing. Struggles shape you into someone you were meant to become. Nobody likes pain. Nobody enjoys struggle. When life gets heavy, our first thought is, why me? But here's the truth. Your struggles are not meant to destroy you. They're shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. Think about a diamond. Before it shines, it's just a rough stone. It only becomes valuable after being put under extreme pressure. The same is true for you. Pressure, challenges, heartbreaks, they're shaping you, sharpening you, making you stronger than you were before. Look back at your life. Some of your strongest qualities probably came from your hardest moments. Maybe patience grew out of waiting. Maybe courage grew out of fear. Maybe compassion grew because you knew what it felt like to be broken. Every struggle left you with something. Wisdom, strength, or resilience. It doesn't mean struggles are easy. They're not. But instead of seeing them as punishments, start seeing them as preparation. Life isn't tearing you down. It's building you up, piece by piece, lesson by lesson. So when you're in the middle of a hard season, remind yourself, this is shaping me. This is making me. The pain you feel today is building the strength you'll need tomorrow. Trust the process. You're becoming who you were meant to be. Help and light often come the moment you choose not to give up. The darkest moments in life are usually the moments right before things change. You know that feeling when you're about to give up, when it feels like nothing is working and you wonder if it's even worth it? That is often the exact point where the breakthrough is waiting. If you just hold on a little longer, think about it like running a race. The last stretch always feels the hardest. Your legs burn, your chest hurts, and your mind screams, "Stop!" But if you keep going just a few more steps, you cross the finish line. Most people quit right before they reach it. Life works the same way. Sometimes help, opportunities, or even peace come the very moment you decide not to quit. The problem is, you'll never see that light if you give up too soon. I know it's tough, I know it feels heavy, but you're closer than you think. One more try, one more step, one more day of holding on could be the turning point. Don't let the weight of the moment blind you to the hope that's waiting. Stay, push, keep moving. Because the light you're searching for is often one step past the place you almost gave up. Hope isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. Waiting for hope to magically appear can feel like sitting in a dark room, wishing for the sun to rise. But here's the truth. Hope isn't something you wait for. Hope is something you create. It starts with the smallest choice, to believe that tomorrow can be better than today. Think about someone learning to walk after falling down. They don't sit on the floor waiting for hope to pick them up. They create hope by trying again, even when it hurts. In the same way, when life knocks you down, you don't need to wait for some miracle to lift you. You create hope by taking action, even in tiny ways. Hope is in the little things. Choosing to get up, choosing to try one more time, choosing to see possibility even in the middle of pain. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about refusing to let reality define your future. If you wait for hope, you might wait forever. But if you choose to create it, you'll feel a spark inside you grow into a fire. So don't sit back and wait for life to change. Take one small step, write one plan, try one more time. Because hope isn't found, it's built. And the moment you choose to create it, your future starts to change. Your life matters more than you realize. You have a purpose, even if you can't see it now. There are days when you wonder if your life really makes a difference. Days when you feel invisible, forgotten, or like nothing you do really matters. But let me remind you of something powerful. Your life has meaning far greater than you can see right now. You are here for a reason. Think about it. How many times have you said or done something small that lifted someone else's day? A kind word, a smile, a helping hand. To you, it might have seemed like nothing, but to that person, it could have meant everything. That's proof that your presence matters. Sometimes we get so focused on not seeing the big picture that we forget life is made up of small, meaningful moments. Your story is still unfolding, and just because you don't need to see your purpose yet doesn't mean it's not there. A seed doesn't see the tree it will become while it's underground, but it grows anyway, and so will you.